Hello, y'all on YouTube. This is Rob from Rob's Nerdy Knives. Today I have a very special unboxing for you, something that I received in from E-Knives. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Today I'm unboxing with my Pena X Series Alacran. This is a collab between Enrique Pena and Javi Garcia. Great little knife. Love this thing. Just put some skiff bearings on there. Makes a great knife even better. A lot of fun. Should check it out. They had a second drop of this, so they're going to keep dropping this. I think this is the best X Series knife out there. Alright, this is my first time from ordering from E-Knives, so we'll have to see how that goes. Just make sure there's no receipts or anything in there. We'll just take that out. Alright, here we go. Oh, like nice. Get a Band-Aid. Sour Patch Candy. Oh, very cool. Little sticker. Never gotten that before. Alright, lots of packaging here. Very cool, like that. Put that off to the side. And as you can see, what we have here is a Tactile Knife Company knife. Now this is a different type of box. You usually don't get them this big, right? So you can see proudly machined and assembled in Texas. And as you can see, this is the Magnacut Micarta Deadeye, or Dreadeye, excuse me, Dreadeye. And it's designed by Christensen Knife Works, so should be very cool. Let's see how this is open. This is just a, here we go. All right. Very paper friendly. I like all of that. Everything inside here. Right, so we'll just go ahead and get right into that. I don't know how to get past that, so we'll just rip that open. As you can see, what we're dealing with here today is the Tactile Knives Dreadeye, and this is a fixed blade that we're going to be looking at, and it does have a sheath here. I like that a lot. This is a cool Kydex sheath. It's kind of the only knife that I would want, and it has one of these mole clips, which looks really, really great, especially if you want to cant it or turn it to the side and carry it in your duty belt or something like that as a carry belt or something like that. So that's really important, something for you to think about. It's definitely smaller, has a little hole for a lanyard, a full tang all the way through the blade with these are Rich Light micarta. So micarta, I don't know how you define micarta anymore, because micarta was like a name brand, right? And is this, you know, what do we define micarta as? Rich Light I know is great stuff because I have it on a guitar, and I think it's a fantastic synthetic material and works really great. It's kind of synthetic of wood, but not really, but sort of, but yet not really, but even a little bit better, I think. So anyways, so here you go. Beautiful sheath. I like this sheath a lot. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. By the way, if you didn't know, this is the very first fixed blade that I have ever bought. And this is the very first one that I was actually very interested in. So here we go. So now one thing I like about fixed blades is that typically you'll see a little thing right here, and I see people when they open them, they're like this, so you can use this to pull it out, and it should holster really nicely. So here we go. Now it's a little Tonto blade, very small, very useful. The grip is fantastic. You can see and get 4-finger presentation on here, all the way up, full cutting path, very flat for good work. There's no jimping on here, but you know, you're not going to be moving anywhere from here because you get a full cutting area. There's a sharpening tool right there. We'll get a little smile because it's not a whole lot of room, but you know, there you go. But this is Magnacut, and now what I've been told about this Magnacut, this is hardened to like 63 to 65, so this is supposed to be ideal, and it's supposed to be super sharp, so I'm really looking forward to it. This is probably the best Magnacut steel that I have out there. Anyways, Christensen Knife Works. It's a really nice little knife. I don't do fixed blades normally, and I probably won't buy a whole lot of fixed blades in my life. There may be one more that I'm sort of interested in looking into, but I'd have to sell a few of my knives before we could consider that one. But this is really cool. This is something I could carry every day. I do like this style and this knife a lot. So anyways, the blade is very sharp. I like the Tonto edge. It's flat here, so it's very utilitarian. Comes to a very thin edge. I do like that. I like the grip. Everything's contoured. It's got some Nice texture on here, which is typical of, tactile, I'm sorry, tactile knives and tactile turn. They're pins, they really do a good job on that as well. And I like that grip. Definitely not something I'm going to lose grip on. I can definitely hold that. It's very comfortable. There's no hot spots. Man, boy, you can hold that knife, work it really well. Be a great little utilitarian tool for whatever you need. I love the edge. I'm going to see how that holds up, especially. I like the little turn on the screws. Looks like you can definitely replace those handles really nicely and clean them out if you had to and take them off. That's really nice. I like the little touch there. It almost looks like that's anodized, doesn't it? Like a black anodization or something. Just a nice touch. I guess a lanyard hole is important when you have a small knife, especially if you're out in the woods. You don't want to drop it and lose it. So I could see that. This would be, a bush crafting sort of thing. You could probably skin with this one. It's maybe not as thin as some of the other ones, but it definitely has some turn where you could do that. So if you were hunting and you needed to take care of, some of your things that you hunted, you could. So very good. Anyways, here you go. So let's take a close look up at this here. We'll kind of get a nice close shot up here. All right, and there you go. Let's take a look at the back here. You can definitely see the Christensen logo right here, Magnacut. Very nice. You can see the tang going all the way through, even tang, which is going to give it good solid support all the way through. Some of those, fixed blades where they thin out the tang to save on the materials, but man, it doesn't make it very strong. But this is definitely going to be a workhorse. I think if I need one knife to work on the yard or do something heavy duty, this would be it right here. This would be a knife that I could probably beat up and not worry about. Let's see, how does it go? Reholstering, very nice. Comes out really nicely. Reholsters really nicely. Yeah, and we can definitely adjust these screws right here. So I'm not familiar with how this works. So I'm not sure if it locks in. Is there a squeeze? Yeah, so I'm going to have to read up on this because I don't know exactly how that works. I'm going to look more like an idiot trying to do it here on the camera than reading it and understanding it, because I'm sure this is very, very cool. I do have some other clips that I use on some of my holsters for other things that I conceal carry. And I think what's nice about this is I could probably attach that here and use those clips. So I have an ulti clip, which would be really nice. This is a great kind of utilitarian clip for a really heavy duty belt. But if you have a smaller belt, like a concealed carry belt, some of those other clips might work a little bit better. Well, there you go. Very, very interesting today. Got that off of E-Knives. This is one of those knives I've really wanted to get, and I'm very excited to have this. So there you go. Well, if you have any questions about this and you like this unboxing, if you will, would you comment down below? Let me know what other things you'd like to see or questions you have. I'd love to answer them and talk with you. Also, I love any ideas, any insights, things that you can come up with would be great. And if you enjoyed this content, you like the content I produce, would you consider subscribing and hitting the like button? I sure would appreciate it. It helps me to know the content I'm producing is of value and keeps helping me produce more. And then if you like the content and you want to see it when it comes out, would you consider hitting the notification button as well? Then you can be notified when my stuff is released. And finally, if you like this content, maybe check me out over on Instagram at robs_nerdy_knives. That's robs_nerdy_knives. Hey, thanks so much for watching today. I sure appreciate it. You guys have a great day and a great week. Bye.